Who said twat?
What? Carrots? What?
Huh? Where's that countdown shit?
Twas who twas that?
Twat was that.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Therapy of the Absurd, episode 39.
This is almost 40, and we're doing a very good job at keeping up with the hits and the fits.
This sounds like a very cool place to be. Yes. Yeah. Did you experience any technical things going on for your side? I'm good, right? These computers are interesting.
My headphones hurt.
My arthritis hurts.
Yeah, it would. My hemorrhoids hurt, but that's everyone's hemorrhoids.
A few years ago, I looked at the sky and it turned green and it hasn't gone back. God damn it!
I'm pretty sure that's just a side effect of all.
You're popping too much Viagra. Too much Viagra, Dan. Too much Viagra.
Oh, thought it was the shrooms.
It's either the mushrooms or the Viagra that's turning the sky green. That makes the most sense.
Yes.
I haven't had any Viagra though, so I just have to trust you on that part.
How is ever? Oh, wait, go ahead.
Well, my wife got me excited. She said that we're going to go to Viagra Falls.
Whoa, that sounds like a good trip.
Yes, it's the stickiest waterfall. Yeah, it's very sticky over there. I'm losing it.
It makes sense. There's a lot of fluid.
Yes, drink lots of water.
Oh, dehydrated, you might get one of those muscle cramps.
You
got the water next to you.
You might pull a hammy.
Okay, maybe it will kill the worms too.
Yeah. Oh, you've got the worms again, huh? Oh yeah.
All right, I think our audience has been subjected to enough old banter.
I don't know.
Thank you.
We've been talking, I guess, no?
Who was that? Hey, whippersnapper.
You can all tell everybody that Dan broke character first. But of course, we had to do that because with us today, our guest, who is here early with us, because, Stefan and I didn't want to be alone together. We would start sharing secrets with the audience. You'd all get weirded out.
Would start crying?
But we have Detective Twatson with us today.
Yes, or Bron Wizzle.
The Bron Wizzler.
Remember.
I like to say it with that European, like, the Bron Wizzler.
Bron Wizzler?
Yeah, Bron Wizzler.
Hello, Harry Potter.
He's British. Yeah, I am. Actually, Bronwyn is British. I'm like, Dan, I think you were just tapping into the naturalness of the name. With a British accent. Same with Detective Twatson.
Yes.
Sounds better with a British accent as well. Thank you guys for letting me be here. Yes, Detective Watson here, Bron Wizzler reporting. Seriously absurd. Thank you so much for being weird and wacky with me with the voices.
Yeah, it's been a fun thing to do. Oh wait, I went back to old. Anyway,
we can go back to old people. We can play in the old bands. We get older too.
My diapers aren't working anymore.
Going back to the British thing, I think that what we need is a series of movies of Harry Potter later.
Ooh.
Yes.
But as a desperate single male in the bar.
Ooh.
Okay, but they're all old though, right? They're all old.
I killed Voldemort.
They're like, yeah, we know, Harry. We know. I'm the American who's there. I'm like, I'm not impressed with this guy.
He became a total asshole. Like over time, he's just a complete dick.
Yeah, I guess I just let out. So I don't really like Harry Potter.
Harry, you're such a dick.
He's a dick. Fuck you, Harry. Yeah, you killed Voldemort. Good for you. That's the guy's name, right? Voldemort?
Yeah. Voldemort.
It's like after that much time, they're like, yes, Harry, we know you killed Voldemort. We also know you won't treat your gonorrhea. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. Like, Harry, you gotta get that checked, man. No one's gonna talk to you until you get that checked.
Ladies or the gentlemen will not play with your magic wand, Harry. All right? Put it away.
Exactly. Everyone needs you to put your magic wand away, Harry. It's the safety of all. Put it away.
There's no spell to cure that, all right? There's no gonorrhea gonis. Or I don't know. Whatever the hell.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like there would be an STD match. Like, wouldn't there be a spell to get rid of VD?
Maybe he can't. It doesn't work on him though, for some reason.
Wonder why.
I don't know.
The questions to send in.
Expello burning Uranus.
That's right. Expel and burning Uranus. Yes, I like that. I like that.
I think that is it. That's it.
We should send that to J.K. Rowling. I think she would appreciate it.
Well, we are comedians and we have friends that are comedians, so that's probably a PSA.
Yes.
Anyway.
Nice.
But seriously, how was everybody's day?
To be serious again. Okay, well, seriously, it's been an okay day. It's been pretty good. I mean, I could complain, but I'm not supposed to because it's not good for us. So I make lists of gratitude things. So that's what I do. No, it's here I go back into non old person voice. The Black Riot Girl Comedy Festival is going on.
Oh yes, I'll flash that really, really fast.
Yeah.
I was right over there, everybody. Right there. Write that down and get to it.
Check it out. Yeah.
And then come back and rewatch this.
We'll put it up again later in the show, though. But if you want to see it again, you got to stay.
Yes.
It's cute.
Hey, it's been good. I'm doing that. I did that. Helped set up for that, and
nice.
Just talked to a couple of the comics who were there, and then just basically got my ass back here to prepare and talk myself into no anxiety, which basically worked. Yes. I just have a little bit trying to get in, and I'm just like, no, you're cute. You're not going to get in. You're just going to stay over there, pint size. So anyway, that's been my day. How about you guys? How's it going?
Dan, want to talk about your fun freeway experience?
Yeah, what happened with that?
Well, when I finally got to work, I was telling people, don't get on the ride too fast, you're going to hurt yourself. And then some guy got on there, big fucking hat, goes through the tunnel. Whop, now it's my problem. I got to go get it. The fucking thing fell down near the animatronic goat that won't stop biting my dick. And I had to get that thing. And furthermore, if they would just stop nailing my feet to the top of the mountain to keep me from taking lunch breaks, it would be a better job.
Oh my god!
Wow.
No, actually, so none of that happened.
Except for the goat.
The goat part we have photos.
Goats do get hungry. They get a little feisty.
Yes, they do. So, but being that it's the reopening and I work in software, my stomach hurts. So, it's just anybody in software, you've already been reopened a long time ago because you were working from home this entire time, like me. But the actual reopening of things made all the things go even bigger. So it's like, so my day was pretty good, except for, yes, the traffic. Traffic is not fun.
Yeah.
You know what I do to pass the time?
Fart?
I pretend everybody's in their cars naked. No, wait. That's so I'm not nervous while driving. What I do to pass the time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I look in other cars and I pretend that person there is my mortal enemy. And then I follow them for about 5 miles.
Oh my god. That sounds healthy.
Well, it's just it's just it relieves a lot of tension from them when I finally give up, and they're like, "Oh, fine, that's
right.
over."
You have to build that tension, though.
So you're like Mad Max on the road, is what you're saying.
Yes, I feel like it's a way of making, like, you know how the guy from Saw was trying to make people feel, like grateful to be alive. I'm doing it without putting a reverse bear trap on your head. I'm just going to follow you and creep you out for a minute.
It's almost like Saw, but with cars.
With cars.
Yeah, so I don't really do this. But imagine if it backfires, someone gets out of the car and is like, "No, have you seen Saw? You don't get it." Anyway.
Yeah.
And then is that when the goat came out and bit you?
You really like that goat part.
The goat bit me in the dick. I lost the voice. I have to get that prospector back. The goat bit me in the. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. Well, you got to start with the well. Well, see, if I don't start with the well, I can't get it down. The goat bit me in the dick. That's how you do it. Okay, I got to do it well.
Yeah, nice. You just gotta stop spreading the cheese on your dick, bro. That's all.
Right. That's the goat. That's what attracts them. It's like
goats like cheese.
No.
I didn't know that. I thought goats ate anything. Like
yes, but they've also got a hankering specifically for
cheese. For dick cheese. For dick cheese
specifically. Goats. That's the thing. You should write that down, everyone. Please be aware that goats are in particularly fans of cheese, specifically dick cheese.
Yes.
Where, if you ever go to a farm,
make sure that you have it firmly in someone else's pocket.
Oh boy.
You know what though? There's some asshole out there that bought a goat that has only seen cartoons and shit. And so the goat's first day, I got a new owner. This is my new house. This is great. What's in my bowl? Is that a fucking aluminum can? Goddamn humans.
I think I was with you, but then I fell off. Sorry. I need to get back. Where are we going?
I'm just saying that, there's got to be somebody, anyway, someone who got a goat but believed cartoons and tried to feed their goat cans.
No idea.
It's okay, poor little goat. Goat, it's okay.
The stuff that people are willing to do to animals because they've just seen cartoons and they just are like, I could take care of a tiger. People who have enough money who've been able to do that are like, yeah, I'm going to spend money on a tiger. And then
he's not going to eat me. No.
I was just reading a story about this. There was a tiger living for a couple decades in Harlem in an apartment.
What?
Okay. And it was living in an apartment, right? Like maybe not a couple decades, a couple years. I don't know, but it for a long time. And so many unanswered questions from this, but living in an apartment in Harlem. But what the funny part of the story is there was an old folks home across the way where old people were saying, "There's a tiger in there."
Oh my God.
They go, yeah, sure. Yeah.
The window.
There's a tiger too. I've seen the tiger and I know it's real.
That's amazing.
The tiger stole my Viagra.
So for years, there's old people going, "There's a fucking tiger in there."
And they're like, "No, that's crazy. You're crazy." No, there was. See, gaslighting. See, this is just a normal thing to happen. Just gaslighting old folks, young folks too. Just all of that. No, you don't see that. That's impossible. That's exactly what was happening, though.
Yeah.
And so the picture I saw. What's that?
Oh, it wasn't the drugs. It was real.
Yeah. Yeah, the picture I saw was the tiger's in the window and there's a cop on a ladder with like a dart gun just looking at it like, "Are you serious, guys? I work in Harlem because I didn't want to work at the zoo." Like, I don't want to shoot tigers.
There's
someone else come here.
Someone would have volunteered to I'll shoot the tiger.
I shoot the tiger. It's okay. In my country, we have lots of tigers.
Oh my god.
Probably the last person you want to shoot the tiger because you don't want to see the ritual after. Like, that was great.
Can I keep body of dead tiger? I do nothing weird,
Right.
okay? No, but I don't know, man. They have this. I love YouTube. I really do. There's so much awesome and fucked up shit you can watch on YouTube. And they have this this man and this lady, and they own. I think is it a puma? Is it a puma? I forget. It's a big fucking cat though. Okay.
Just
And
to fun facts about pumas. It is also a cougar and a mountain lion. Those are all the same.
oh, okay. There you go.
Just as like information.
Yes.
Yes, and young guys,
thank you.
remember you can also pick up mountain lions at a bar.
Ah,
Lions are at bars.
is that because it's a watering hole and that's where animals gather?
Mm-hmm. Well, also there's a lot of predators and prey.
That's true. That's true. So
AKA
yes.
cougars.
Well, okay, and then cover your drinks because those are different.
Always.
Always.
What do you call an aging guy that looks for young girls? Oh, wait, an actor.
Oh,
You could just say like I was just gonna say like most men.
But the thing about most men is most of them are in that regard not successful hunters. I'll tell you.
Also, I would also say like they're also all actors. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
they're like,
There's a lot of lines that guys memorize. That's acting. That is acting.
yeah, that's true. All the cheesy pickup lines.
It's not just that. It's I feel like technically all of us, we all have our fucking lines that we memorize. Oh, for all of the shit.
I was never good at that. I know that for a fact.
My favorite one was. Yeah. My favorite one.
Herbert, help me! That's my favorite.
So I had one line that was my favorite. I used to say it all the time. It's this. Watch. My name is Inigo Montoya.
Nice.
You killed my father.
Please do not die.
Now
That'll
you
work.
don't. That would
work.
get you so laid back in the day.
That does. I'm not gonna lie. As one of those nerds who I'm like, I know a lot of people that works on.
Oh, there you go. See? My name is Inigo Montoya. Prepare to die. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You're getting it.
my week was okay. I can't complain too much.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm still alive.
Still breathing.
My daughter is on summer vacation now. Somebody help me!
Oh my god.
She's like, Daddy, we're gonna have so much fun. No.
Waking up early.
She does that no matter what. No matter what.
I'm like, that's what you do anyway. So
parenting. Oh yeah, that's just oh boy.
You both have kids. Oh my god. Shit. Y'all that's insane. Stupid also. Stupid.
No, yeah, he has two. I only have one, but I do have a fur baby too. And she's a handful.
Close.
You're not supposed to talk about your drunk on there. Oh. Hey, Dana's got a new background.
Dana.
Hey, that background is awesome.
Hey,
can you hear us, Dana?
No, I can hear you. Can you?
Oh
hear
yeah,
me?
we can hear you. We can hear you. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome stuff.
Oh yeah.
You should
I'm listening
sideways
to this
hook.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
There it is. Hello. I saw you earlier today in person, Dana.
Yes, 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row.
Yeah, oh my god, you're right. Oh my, yeah, that's weird. 3 in-person days in a row. Okay, I just had like a little a moment to just totally fully understand. Like, because it's weird to be in person and see somebody, maybe it's not for other people. It was for me now that I'm thinking about it.
It is for all of us. It feels like there's an interruption to the life we knew. That's like what it feels like. It feels like we knew we had a life that got interrupted. Then we had a new life, and now that new life is interrupted by the old life.
Yes. Oh no.
So like twice died at least.
Yes.
Like the old life. Okay. That makes sense now. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of times when I refer to the reopening, I am thinking it's a wound. But
That sounds brutal. It has
It
stabbed.
The world wasn't working before.
yeah,
I mean, we all knew. I mean, anyone who knew anything knew it actually was broken the whole time.
And then it got more broken. Yeah.
I almost feel like it actually got broken in that way where you're like, oh, good, you can reset it now. Like,
Okay. Put the cast on.
yeah,
Right, 100%, 100%, Bronwyn. That's exactly what I thought. I feel like we can do it better than it was before.
exactly.
I would say though there are a lot of jobs that have gone to, like my job, they're going to come out of this with partial work from home days for a lot of people. So there has been some benefit from the stuff.
Yeah, accessibility, I want to say, like, because I have some friends who they can't really re-enter the workforce. They can from home, but up until last year, they really didn't have access to as much as they do now. So it's opened up a huge amount of the workforce that didn't have access to be able to do this before.
How was your week, Dana?
Yeah, Dana.
Busy. And that's all I can say. Like, I'm just so excited to be here. I've seen Bronwyn every day. Like, I feel like I didn't, I don't know how I thought I wasn't going to be that involved with the festival. And I went from like thinking I would be here one day to being here 3 days this week. I'll be back tomorrow on Friday, and then I'll be back on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'll be coming tomorrow, I believe, as well. I'm gonna try to get in as many days as possible to help out with whatever Bobby needs help with.
Yeah.
Right. And you guys
It did happen with me as well. Like I went out from the first time since the pandemic to see you guys at the Comedy Chateau. Found out there was other friends doing a show the next day. I'm like, I think I could go out 2 nights in a row. I think I could do that.
Right.
Just get out of the cave,
Much needed. Daddy, will you be back? I don't know. But you're coming back, right, Daddy? She said that to me. But you're coming back, right?
Oh my God.
She has OCD and ADD, and she has little cray. So she's like, please come back, Daddy. You coming back? Because I like to mess with her. I don't mess with her all the time like that, but once in a while, she'll ask me the same question like 32 times, and on that 32nd time, I gotta be like, no.
Yeah, that's the answer. Just to talk him into realizing.
Oh yeah, I want to see if she's on her. I want to keep her on her toes. Oh yeah, Daddy, you love the dog still, right?
You do. You know what? Now I'm not so sure. Now that you asked this time that you asked.
64th time. I don't know. Oh my goodness. But I have some questions for you, Bronwyn.
Oh, yes, I have answers.
Yes, awesome. So what influences your creative process when writing jokes?
Oh, what influences my creative process? Shit.
Oh, that's what does it for me.
That's the answer. No. In a funny way, though, that's not that wrong. But like just the making myself laugh. First off, I'm inspired by. This is a big question. I'm inspired by everything. Anything that I find to be just exciting for me. So if it's whether it's visual or rhythmic, I love good lyrics to a good rhythmic song that just sucks me in, that makes me start moving with it. I'm like, I have to save this song. So jokes too. And good jokes. I've wound up making myself memorize so that I can use them, so that I could, get friends or whatever. Yeah, I'm just inspired by something. If it's if it gets me excited, I feel like I don't know how to answer that better at this moment in time.
Well, you actually answered it perfectly, because that's the same way that I am. There's so much that's funny to me, and I'm like, I gotta talk about it, and it inspires my process. And laughter, like, just there's something that laughter just cracks open, and when we can find the humor in something, we really found the nugget of it. Because I think at the base of it all is just like, how do you say, huh? Like there's just kind of this core seed, and when you laugh, that's evidence that you got to the core of it, and then you feel like there's something
Nice.
that then opens up, that you can write about it, or whatever your art is, whatever you're, for us it's comedy, but whatever our distributive medium is, whether it's music, and then there's something about the power of music to like crack open the same thing and get down. So I know exactly what you're saying, because there's just stuff that I just crack myself up. And then I'll just go, I have this, not to, Otter doesn't pay me, but I found this great app called the Otter app, and I'll just start recording all of that
Ooh,
stuff that's making me laugh. I'll just start talking. So I
nice.
totally get your answer. Totally.
Perfect. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Because like I like, I'm not inspired by only one thing. It changes all the time. Stuff that used to inspire me doesn't, like, back then doesn't inspire me now. Like, it actually embarrasses me now, some of it. So there's that.
I started recording after Dana told me she was doing that. So I started, using the voice recorder to record anything that came to my mind. My favorite times to review it is after a night of heavy drinking, because none of it's funny except for the fact that it's not funny. Like to me, it's funny because I'm like, you idiot, you thought that was funny last night? Next. This guy's dumb as shit. Oh man, I wish I was there. Anyway.
It's interesting to look back at ourselves and like hear, because I've heard some of the stuff I recorded and I'm like, wow, okay, we're not working with that. That does not. But good for me. It's just, okay, I'm gonna bring up, what's that kid's, I say kid, that writer's name? His last name's Glass. Is it Ira Glass? Anyway,
yes, Ira
okay.
Glass. Because there's somebody just gave me a great quote from Ira Glass, and oh my gosh, the quote was amazing. I don't know the quote, but I'll just say this about what he said. And maybe this is what you're talking about, so I don't want to take your moment, Bronwyn. But it was just all about how, when you want to do art, anybody who wants to do art because they have good taste. But the problem is, from the time that you start making the art, you're not at the level of craft to make it in the best way. And so the goal is to see the art that's so and trust the process. And you got to keep making the art no matter how quote unquote bad it looks to you, because the nugget that will make it, well, not the nugget, that's the other word from the other quote, but what will make it better is just you continuing to get better at making art. But you won't get better at making art unless you don't stop making art.
Exactly.
If that, somebody just gave me that in the acting class, like maybe 3 weeks ago, and I just wish they had given it to me 30 years ago. But better late than never. Better late than never.
Exactly. And Dana's getting so good at it, she now has a laugh track behind her.
You guys, thank you for the love and the patience. I thought this through, but I didn't think it through as well as I thought it.
We're a show about comedians. You're at a comedy show that, of people we know. I wish I was there too, and just couldn't get out of working. And we had this show. I mean, but it's what's it called? No, we're glad you're there, Dana, because you actually have the ability to go and support a lot more than some of us do. So especially now. Well, she, her son went to college, so now she's like, oh, I can actually leave here and know that he's not going to burn down the kitchen.
Yeah, good parenting. He won't start a fire. Ugh. Yeah. Like on what Dana was saying, like the rest of what I was thinking too, I've heard, and I'm sure y'all have heard this about like what Ira Glass was saying, like if you want to be a good writer, you have to put in 10,000 pages of bad writing in order to get to the good stuff. And just like 10,000 hours of whatever it is, it's not going to be the good stuff. You have to get through all of the not winning in order to get to the actual winning. So I'm like, every single time that I find stuff that I'm like, oh, that was bad, I'm just like, okay, good. I'm adding to the pile of the 10,000. So like, that's like not wasted. That energy isn't wasted, even if it, it's just for composting to turn into that's what I kind of have used that analogy to. Like, everything that doesn't work is just compost, and it's just going to get turned into dirt and then soil, and it's going to grow eventually.
Yes.
I hope that list, though, doesn't include any cheese puns.
Doesn't include any
For
what?
insiders, you know what I'm talking about.
Say one more time,
There is a
please.
joke I don't want you to throw away. Don't throw away that pun.
What
Your
pun?
cheese pun.
I will keep
cheese puns.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
I
Go see
feel
your live.
yeah. I also
I was going to ask about that. I was going to ask about that. What is the saddest cheese joke?
Oh, okay. That is one of the questions. All right. So the saddest cheese, ladies and gentlemen, is provolone.
Oh.
I still like it.
It's my
I heard it like
favorite.
10 times.
I like that. That's
So
awesome.
funny. Right? Because you're like, wait, why? Oh, it's alone.
I think they both know that I appreciate the they shouldn't call them dad jokes. They're parent jokes, because my wife is telling them too.
I feel like dad jokes are actually more appropriate, because really mom's grown at them too. And now moms are just like dipping their toes into dad jokes. Cause like, I don't know. That seems like what's happening. I don't want to take them away from you, Dan. Oh, did we lose Dana?
Oh, she'll be back.
Well,
She has to change position of where she is.
It's very important business over there, and it is, because if you can get to the laugh, right, oh God, someone else say it.
Riot Girl Festival.
Right
Wasn't
there,
it
right there.
Laugh Riot Girl. Yes, I was going to say the words in the wrong order. And Laugh Girl Riot. Which would be kind of okay. That would be uniquely horrifying. A Laugh Girl Riot, like
that would be a lot of like. I feel like a lot of Harley Quinn's kind of character.
Oh yeah, that's my daughter's favorite character in the DC universe.
Hiya, Mr. J. Oh shit, I can do that one.
Nice.
Oh yeah, she has the wig. She has like the shorts that are a little too short, but we put stuff underneath them when she wears them. And then she has the jacket, and she has the baseball bat and shit.
Wait, isn't that the freaking like street gangster Joker's Harley Quinn? That doesn't count. No, sorry.
It's really weird. Also, it's just weird too, because I feel like nobody knows that Harley Quinn is based off of the mispronunciation of Harlequin. And it just, I don't like it, because I don't like her character because of that. And I'm like, it's not Harley Quinn. It's not Harley Quinn. And I'm like, no, that's not what it is. It's, but it also, I'm like, oh my God, I can't deny the reality of like, oh shit, there's a whole universe and everyone's like heroes now, this girl. And then I'm like, okay. Why am I? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I'm also going to say it makes me feel like Hollywood's just again. I'm going to bring this conspiracy up. Child pornography, and like I'm just like, they're normalizing it through characters like Harley Quinn, and that's why you have shorts that are too short on your daughter that you have to put something underneath, because they're just and if you know anything about the conspiracy of Hollywood being run by pedophiles, have you anyone gone a deep dive about that besides me?
There's a lot of crazy stuff.
Do you really have to after you've seen some Nickelodeon and Disney shows and you see who they cast?
You don't really have to. But
because
if you start paying attention to it, and you kind of like look a little bit farther and farther, and you're like, oh God. And Brooke Shields in the 80s, for example, like that was like the interview that her mom gave about what was going on with her daughter and like how they were shooting, like taking pictures of her and how it was like a sexy child or like, no, it was a sexy person. And just it's just very predatory. It's very groomer. It's very groomy, you know, like this is all just, it's just a way to get the children looking like prostitutes.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a way to like make retirement money for some of them. Like they're like,
that's part of it. Money is always part of that. Always.
Well, and then there's also the living vicariously through your spawn. Look, you look like me if I didn't eat a whole bunch of Cheez-Its.
Shit. See that too. Also, yeah, like, well, you got to have a messed up. I was thinking about this. You have to have folks who have a messed up sense of, or a repressed sense of their sexual identity, so that you have to like overexpress yourself. I don't know. Does that make sense? It feels like that's what's happening, though.
Huh. I don't know. I mean, okay. I wouldn't want to take anything away from the people that are just genuinely like, I like doing this. Like, hey, look at the like, because I think there are some people that might genuinely. There's people that genuinely are that way. They're super sex positive people. 100%. I'm pretty sure that our friend Mistress K is very sex positive. Yes. You know, so she's been on the show too, and she, you know, it's like she wouldn't like. I think it's interesting when people say that they're when the objectification word comes up.
Totally.
Because there is degrees, I think. And I think to a certain degree, everyone wants to be objectified to a certain point. They want other people to think they're good looking to a point. But they don't want anybody to make that the whole thing that they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe I'm forgetting a certain like definition other people would use. But I think
say that I've ever wanted to actually be objectified.
I have to now look it up on the dictionary to see exactly what the definition is to make sure I am understanding it completely.
Right. I think we want to be complimented. We want to be appreciated. We want to be, but like I am Bronwyn. I'll say this, like I read a lot of, I guess in the 90s, I read a lot of bell hooks. And in the end, you know, even though it was very, very academic stuff, in the end, there's a big difference between being subject and not object. And
okay, I'll take that back.
So when you're object, that means that there's no agency for you. You have no say in this idea of what is you, or who you are, or how you're sold or distributed, that you're sold or distributed, and that you can be broken apart in parts. There was a period, thank God, it was a few steps, it wasn't enough steps, but like during the I guess the heyday of 90s like hip hop, when rap videos were like really, really, really objectifying women by body part. Sorry about by body part. They BET at least finally caved into that. If the video has shots of a woman's body parts without her face, we will not air it. You will have to at least put together a cut that is not just boobs or not just ass. Like she has to be some part of some person. Yeah. And so that has
to look like a human.
A human, exactly.
So if I go with the Oxford definition, of course I don't agree, because I think I was using the wrong word, because the Oxford is saying to degrade to the status of mere object. What I was meaning is probably I should have said, you know, lusted after, or, you know, seen as attractive. And now I'm forgetting where we were going from there, because we went into the definition of objectified. But where were we starting with that?
Good conversation.
Just the part about like I was just listening. I was so excited just about like kind of you guys were going from the predatory ideas of Hollywood and the whole Brooke Shields piece, and then coming forward into kind of where we are today with still dealing with some ideas around identification and the predatory nature of like the powers that be in Hollywood in terms of the creations of the 80s, like Blue Lagoon and all, because I've never seen Blue Lagoon front to back. I just remember I was a kid, like Brooke Shields and I are the same age.
She was sad. You should see it. It's real sad. Yeah, it's nice.
So, I remember thinking at the time, like, this can't be okay. Like this can't be Like, cause I was a kid her age, so I'm just like.
And you were,
like,
I'm just gonna say, watching those videos, like seeing it, every single cell in my entire body is like, this is wrong.
Right.
And I'm like, just what you were saying too, like you knew that wasn't right. Like you were her age, like you knew that.
Yeah. Like whose idea was this? Like who
some old sick man.
Right.
You know?
I want to say, might it have been somebody who? Okay, so I'm going to bring this conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. I feel like it's real, but you could say it's a conspiracy. The Catholic Church, y'all, the original gaslighters, like the priests who take, like, I'm like, they taught everybody how to be like, oh, make it so that it's actually okay, and the child is making it, the parents like, okay, and it's all good. This is how you say it so that it sounds like it's all right. It's art. That's what it is. It's art.
Didn't they make a lot of like sculptures of little boys peeing?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh wait, no, that's the Dutch. Oh, Lolita would tell us about that. But like, I always thought that was weird. Who thought of this? Hey, I want a fountain. Can it be a little boy peeing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
That is pretty bizarre.
You know.
So anyway, just to bring up the shit that I think about sometimes when I'm like Harley Quinn, and my head seriously went down that whole spiral of like, this is what I think of when you bring up Harley Quinn. I'm like, the Catholic Church has done a fucking number on all of us.
Right. Yeah, I told somebody recently, the Catholic Church to me is a colonizer too. Like I feel like, so like how I feel like they're just a straight colonizer, like any of the other European countries. Now, when I was listening to the
You're
part
not
about
wrong.
Oakland, so is there? Okay. It's because and I'm using it I used it in a bit on stage because I was like blown away. And Stefan was there, like, because I grew up with kind of very slim ideas until they were bigger about who was what religion, and I realized that some of that childhood of thinking that everybody Asian was potentially Buddhist from when I was a kid, because the mashups in public school history just don't explain much. And then unless your parents are like traveled, there are a lot of gaps. So then I was raised like Southern Baptist. I really honestly thought all white people were Catholic or something else, because the only white people going to church I really ever saw were people that were Catholic and white. Like I did kind of at some point know that there were white Baptists and white Presbyterians. That might have been it. And then when I moved to New Orleans, I talk about the culture shock of Black Catholics, because that was a culture shock for me, because up until that moment I had not met a person who was Black and Catholic. But that's just because of the narrow travel. But you look at like what we learned in middle school about world history and about Buddha. And it was always interesting to me. Okay, so if Buddha is important and if Jesus is so important, but Jesus is not taught in middle school, so how does he get to, like, there was all these ideas that were spinning for me as a middle schooler, and all of it converged one day driving through Koreatown when I saw some Koreans who were protesting. I thought they were protesting, and they had signs that said Jesus saves, and I was like, the Christians got y'all too? Oh my God. Like I didn't like in my, like, just, you don't realize what these ideas are, until you, I mean, certainly I do know, I've seen plenty of Catholic churches, but like, it just still, this idea of what the world religions are and are not, and who is what faith, is still tricky business. And it's not really taught in school history books, because they explain Buddhism, but they don't explain like who conquered and killed and why. You don't get that stuff until college. Anyway, I feel like now I've gone off on a little tangent about all
it's great. I want to bring, you made me think of like something that literally, something that's relatively recent. I feel like I just also want to disclose that I know I'm a white woman and I'm bringing this up, but like the residential school systems in Canada and the United States, what the Catholic Church did with all of the residential schools and every Indigenous family. Like, have you heard of the 60s scoop? Anyone?
No.
I think I have, but I can't remember the details.
In the 1960s, the Catholic Church and the Canadian government took of course, children away from their families, all indigenous children away from their families, and put them in residential schools, concentration camps, everybody. Let's call them concentration camps. And recently, at one of these residential schools in Canada, they have unearthed a mass grave of 215 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I just heard about that.
This is that every single one of these schools has one of these graves. Like, this is not.
That's what they did with dissenters.
And it's happening with all of the detention centers, the ICE detention like camps that are going on right now. That's the same types of shit that's happening right now. And so,
yeah, I heard Kamala Harris talk on that, and she was, she was like, people were upset that she said what she said, right, about don't come here.
Oh yeah, she's okay.
And people gave her crap because, you're supposed to say everybody could come here. It's asylum. But we're still holding those policies.
Oh, the ones that Trump had.
So maybe it's good advice right now for a minute. And not that we'd want it. We want you to come here. We in this room want you to come here.
Safe, though. Yeah, it's not safe.
It's not.
That's good. Yeah, they still haven't discovered where all these babies that were missing are.
They're never going to find them. They've been sold or killed. They're like,
it's so disturbing.
I'm like, that's what Harley. I'm going to say this again. The characters like fucking Harley Quinn are designed to get people to like think it's okay for adults to sexualize children, so that so that everybody who is interested in the child sex trade can benefit from it more easily. Anyway, this is my conspiracy mine. It's not mine, but
see the Harley Quinn that I liked was in the 90s Batman cartoon, and she was of age. Okay. Now she was in a special category for me that was very exclusive. Beautiful women with fucking annoying voices. Her and Fran Drescher had a lot in common at that time for me.
Oh my god!
I didn't like the voice so much, but oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man, my mom used to try to force me to watch that show. She's like, "Don't you like?" And then she'd show. I don't know, man.
I love Annie. I still love Fran's voice. Fran Drescher's voice is amazing.
She's a good, funny person.
I agree.
No, she's funny. I just her laugh. I think it's the laugh. Oh,
is it the something like that?
It's like nails on a chalkboard or something, man.
All right.
I would just say if I was if I was a middle schooler and I walked in a room and Harley Quinn and Fran Drescher were in the same room, my voice would break a second time. It would break a second time. Like, oh jeez, oh gosh, hey, how's it going in here? How are you?
Oh,
how are all of you? Do you lift?
Boy.
I lift.
All right. So Dan's just shared his favorite.
Holy moly. So I have another question before we play our little game. Yes. I asked you about creating a TV show. What kind of TV show you would create? And you said comedians on vacations. Can you explain that a little bit further? And again, so the audience hears it. Comedians on Vacations was her TV show idea. So could you explain that? Take us a little further in depth on that.
Okay, I think I said, is that what I said? Okay, yes. Like an adventure comedian show, something like where we go, on like a fucking vacation. You have to eat some cool food. If you know any Anthony Bourdain, like Parts Unknown, or like
I love Anthony. I miss that dude.
Yeah, oh my god. I don't think he killed himself. I think that he was killed. This is another conspiracy situation.
Okay. Everybody does.
Was it Fugu Fish?
Thinks he killed himself. Nobody. Anthony Bourdain. Nobody thinks.
It doesn't make. Yeah. Same with what's his ass got killed in prison because of he knows
Epstein,
the Clinton.
Epstein. Yeah. Nobody.
Did you see those new pictures that came out?
No, I
Anybody
didn't.
See this? Oh, Google new Epstein pictures. Your mind is going to be blown.
I mean, I feel like I already know, but I'll take a look.
No, these some of these photos are like things that we thought were like, oh, but they're never gonna know. And then you see some of these photos and be like, holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. So if you have a love for certain celebrities or politicians, maybe don't look at them.
Yeah.
So Anthony Bourdain, I mean, I know that people don't think he killed himself, but what if he had that ratatouille moment where he ate the most perfect food and he said it can't get better than this?
That's not what happened, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, yeah, you can entertain that, but it's not what happened, so I'm not entertaining that yet.
And he entertained it enough.
I was telling my wife that I think that'd be an awesome TV show idea. Because it's almost like Road Rules, but it's like without a house, and and then you also grab like anywhere from 6 to 8 comedians in it, like maybe like a party bus.
Ooh,
and then
you guys are describing the comedians of comedy that was on Comedy Central with Zach Galifianakis, Brian Posehn, Maria Bamford, and Patton Oswalt.
And they lived on a tour bus.
They went on an RV and they went across America and they had to do their comedy act. They couldn't do anything. They had to talk about what happened that day on their act every night.
Awesome. That's funny.
Yeah, that's comedians of comedy.
But I also want it to be like international, and I don't really want it to be focused so much on like having to have your set be about that. What I don't know. I want it to be something about experiencing the actual place that we're in how to like experience wherever it is and be able to I don't know
I know what you're saying.
All of it.
Different comedic interactions as far as like having to deal with each other, having to deal with new places,
and you have to like go like the skydiving or bungee jumping, or like there's something that you have to like go to this place to like go and do like
no, I agree. Skydiving while telling jokes.
Yes.
Or maybe you have to make someone in a convenience store or a restaurant laugh while they're taking your order. Exactly. Like different comedic challenges could happen too at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Well, I think that'd be awesome.
Or there could be improv games. There could be improv games.
Yes.
Just you can't have too much of a survival game. You have to remember these are comedians.
Exactly. It wouldn't be a survival as much it would be an activity game. And you have to be you have to be your comedian self while all of this is going on. This is a challenge for us to experience being comedic and telling. I'm just repeating myself now.
And then whoever that day refuses to do too many challenges, then that night when everybody gets on stage, they have to drink like anywhere from 4 to 6 beers, and they got to be spun around like maybe 15, 25 times, right? And then they got to go on stage and do 10, 15 minutes.
You got one. Just the opposite. Just the opposite. Like they get less time than everybody else. They get like
we'll give them less time.
Less time.
No, that'd be so fun.
That's the biggest pain. Not having enough time.
And then maybe everybody in the audience gets water balloons. So if they do bad, they get like fucking water ballooned or something.
You are really destructive. I would whoop your ass like this. There's
a lot of physical.
You threw the water balloon and it hit me right here. I'm gonna fuck you up.
But just for your ideas alone, no.
You just get the one comedian that comes up. But I haven't had a drink for 10 years. How much do you want to win this?
You on stage, you're all fucking fucked up.
So this is not my
joke, funny man.
Just to be clear, this is not my. That's not my.
Okay, I took it too far. I apologize.
I know, but when this is not your vision, none of this is your vision. I got you.
Yeah. However, I mean, like these are all great ideas that you can bring to mind to the.
Yes.
I feel like I would want us to go to islands specific. I would want us to go to islands because to me that's the survival part of it.
The burger spot or like actual like the Hawaiian Islands?
No. Oh my god. No.
You mean Coco's, but more burgers?
Tasmania.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. I was just like, they got great
I was just like thinking like trying to make it into something like there's a goal. Like it can't be a huge continent. It has to be like a smaller.
Okay.
Like Catalina. I'd really love to see this with the Island of the Dolls.
What?
There's just I'm not going to go into detail. Look it up, called Island of Dolls. It's like off the coast of a Latin country, I believe. There's just a bunch of dolls hanging in the trees everywhere.
That
And I'd love to see
sound-
comedians
sounds
go there and try to tell jokes.
That sounds spooky.
You know what?
I was saying that sounds spooky as fuck. That's like
Yeah.
Dana's like, you ain't getting me on that plane.
A new. Can we also do a season of a haunted tour? Like, so we go to like all of the spookiest places and try to do comedy.
Like, hell no.
Or not try, but go to spooky places and do comedy.
I will tell you what.
Y'all can do that escape room shit. That is the difference between like me and the black person and everyone else. I'm not gonna whatever. Okay. No escape room. Like we have to get out of here. No. I'll do comedy talking about y'all.
No, I went on when we were on tour and we were in Texas. We had this. No. Was it Texas? No, New Mexico. And one of the guys, he was like, I'll give you guys some extra money if you come take a ghost tour with me. And so we went through this old. I don't know what happened in this place. Okay.
Did he touch you?
Well, no. But I will say that, and I'm not a big believer in like most haunted stuff, but I will say this: there was a funky ass energy in this fucking place, okay? Because it was so big. It was so big, and it stunk so bad. And we walk in, and then when they start telling the history of the fucking place, then I was like, wow, yeah, I don't want to be here anymore, dude. Because he's like, yeah, at one point it was used like a hospital, and then the lady just had the balls to ask him, so what was it way before that? Oh, it was a plantation. And I was like, yeah, I want to go. We can leave now.
2 fingers, peace out.
That's my cue. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Then I understood why there was like this weird energy. I was like, yeah, okay. I was like, I'm good. No thanks.
I want to say though that's a very exciting idea though, because I love ghosts. I don't love, but like, cause I'm like, I haven't never seen one, but the energy, I'm like, I think I've walked by haunted houses. I've totally walked by ghosts. I don't know. Just cause if you asked me about a TV show. So I'm like, this is a good idea for a TV show.
Comedians in haunted houses.
Haunted comedy.
So what do they do?
I think it would make a great, and I'm not going to interrupt anymore. I think it would make a fun animated series. That's what I think, Bronwyn. I think it would make a fun animated series because the writing would be off the chain. Can you imagine all of the best comedy writers writing that and then coming up with these great? Oh my gosh! So we should work together on that, Bronwyn. Like, yeah, we should develop that. We should develop that an animated series.
That'd be
Get to it. I can draw a little bit. I'll make some of the cartoons. We'll see. This be the storyboard.
Did you want to try one of our games?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
We have a little bit of time.
All right. So I think the game that we're going to go with. Which one should we go with, audience? Is it what do you call that? Oh, sorry, gibberish duets or product jingles? Whoever puts it in the comics.
Well, we gotta come in. I'm voting for gibberish duet.
Yeah, gibberish. Gibberish sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll do the gibberish stuff, and we will not help any of the marketing demons in the world make any jingles today.
Okay.
I was channeling Bill Hicks for a minute there. Sorry. So how do we do this, Dana? How do we do this game?
So gibberish duets go this way. Well, oh my gosh, you know what? We may need to do the other ones only because music. We need a track, and we need some music. That was Lisa Landers. Lisa Landers, come here.
Hello.
So this is what we want. So this is look at Lisa Landers, you guys.
Hi, Lisa.
Leaving the Laugh Right Girl Festival podcast. Bye, Lisa. All right. We may need to do the Oh, I have another improv game. Like just no music required. All right. Everybody is the captain of a spaceship.
Okay.
You have to come up with an original name as captain. You have to come up with an original name of your spaceship. You have to come up with the name of your planet. And you have to come up with what you are good at as captain of this spaceship on this strange planet.
Okay.
Nobody got it?
I think so. You might remind me as we go, but it's fine. I'll watch the first person go. That's how I play every game. I watch the first person go.
And it's so funny. That's why I do improv class too. I'm like, they're like, all right, camera's on for anybody, and my camera goes off immediately. Like once I get it, then I'm like boss. Like I'm like, oh, I'm all over the place. Like I want to be the captain, I want to be the medic, I want to be everything. But I typically try to watch someone do it. Every now and then, like I love being first, but I kind of like, I'm like, I don't even know if I heard everything they said. Anyway, all right, I'll go first. That's no problem. Let me just think. I'm coming up with my improv. All right. Greetings. I am Captain of the chain link Death Star. Chain link Death Star on planet Wooga 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 Wooga. And my best qualities are TikTok dances, of which my favorite is, I don't have one right now because I can't do them. All right, that was a bad improv, but that was it. So,
oh my god!
All right, and I say goodbye. Bye, you guys. I say goodbye from planet Wigga Wigga Wigga. That's people coming from around the alley, leaving the. I guess they're leaving the 8:00 show because now it's time for the 9:00 show.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so who's next?
I'll go. I'm Captain Twatson.
Yay!
This like Captain Twatson of the spaceship Darjeeling Tea.
Woo woo!
Wait a second. Oh wait, a planet. Was it the planet next? The planet's
name.
Okay, my planet name, y'all, is yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. Bloopiter.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And what is, I know, it's the last one was the super this
any good qualities of yourself. Just a good quality of yourself.
Good qualities of myself.
As a captain of the planet. What are your good qualities as a captain?
Oh, for sure. I'm very warm and friendly.
Stefan, you want to go for it?
Sure. I am Captain Pee Pee Pants. My spaceship is oh damn, that one was a little bit hard. I just put my spaceship is damn, I don't know. I guess that was
Yum.
Yeah.
How about Yum Dam?
My spaceship is called Yum Yum.
All right.
I'm from the planet, or is it what planet I'm going to, or what planet I'm on?
You pick.
Okay, I'm on a planet next to Dan's Uranus, or anus. I'm good at making sandwiches, cleaning my toes, flossing, and golf.
All right. Fantastic.
I'm like Captain Big Chungus.
Big Chungus? Oh, Lord.
And I captain of the spaceship Your Mom. And I and I come from the planet Dingleberry.
From the planet what?
Dingleberry. That's gross.
And my specialty is called pulling pud.
Pulling pud.
I can't.
I don't even want to ask. I don't want to ask.
There's always one.
Very good impersonation.
You guys, I'm gonna let y'all close out the show. I know it's been I tried to do my best reporting live from the Laugh Riot Girl Festival. So I'm excited to be here, but there's a lot going. So I'm gonna let y'all close it out. But Bronwyn, 3 days in a row of seeing you in person and virtually, and then a chance to be with you guys. Oh, and here comes another crowd of people saying goodnight to the festival, not me.
Nice.
I love you guys. I'm gonna peace out, and then we have to have you back, Bronwyn. Even though we have like a shorter version of the show, we have to have you back.
Thank you. I'd love to.
All right.
Thanks,
Love you
Dana.
guys.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye, you
Bye.
guys.
Now that's where everybody can find Dana right now. I did like how for a while her background matched the bricks here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was crazy. I was like,
Noticing that.
That's nice.
Well, Detective Twatson, where can we see you coming up?
See, that's funny. I don't have any upcoming shows. I just have, and so I need to let you know. I need to let you, I need to let everybody know on Instagram. I'll keep everybody posted. But
At the bottom?
Check me out, Detective Twatson, Detective_Twatson.
Detective
But
Twatson.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not I can get booked up at the Comedy Chateau.
Sundays at 1:30.
Oh,
That's what it is, right?
Everybody win tryouts, man.
Oh, he's like, oh man,
don't tell them all, man.
Don't tell everybody. I know. Let me know.
No,
later.
okay. I'll message you in the.
Oh my gosh, I keep a lookout for me. I've got some stuff that might show up. I don't know if I want to show off that sometimes I'm featured randomly on Lady Shug's live late night Kiki. Lady Shug is a drag queen, and she has an Instagram. It's Lady Shug Drag. And she's had 2 series of late night Kikis, and I'm just a big, huge fan of hers. And so because I kept showing up, and because she and I just got to know each other, she's like, okay, on a couple of the shows, her guest didn't pop in. So she was like, can you come in and do a couple of your jokes? And so I'm like, yes, of course I can. So I'm like, so that's, just keep a lookout for stuff that I'm doing, because I'm like, I'm working on.
Oh yeah, you're all over the place.
I am.
So I like the fact that there's an Instagram called what was the Instagram again that we could find you on?
Oh, that you can find me on?
Well, you said Lady Shug Drag is where sometimes you're on those shows.
Yes.
And what I love about that Instagram is that tells me there's also a Lady Shug already.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
I'm not 100% sure if there's already a Lady Shug.
Because that seemed like a very, very unique name to me.
Now I'm like, you're probably right. I wonder. Maybe it was a previous account that she had to delete.
Possibly.
Or we don't know. We could go down that, but we don't have
to. Before we go, we want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. Do you know how to pronounce that name, Dan?
Zicana Blues.
Thank you.
If I said it the other way, I don't know if it sounds great coming out of a guy that looks like me mouth. I don't know anymore. Like, can I say the original word? Because I don't know if that's a word I could say. Because I gotta tell you, I'm kind of ignorant. So, but thank you, Zicana Blues.
Yeah, thanks all the listeners, everybody who's out there.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
If Peter Pants is
Dan.
Cool,
look at there's a bigger Dan behind that.
That happens. And of course, thank you, Bobby, for stopping in. Not Bobby with the IE, but Bobby with the
Y.
Yes, the Bobby with the Y. And it's Bob. Oh, is that Bobby? Oh, it's Bob. It's Bob.
Yep.
That's who Zicana Blues is. It's Bob. It's Bob.
It's Bob.
What's up, Bob?
Yay. Yes. Also, I was just thinking, there's a Bob the drag queen.
Okay.
I don't think it's that Bob.
Did anybody know about
no, it's not that Bob. That's
Bob the drag queen? He's like their comedian. First
like a noun or verb?
Bob the drag queen's a comedian. Amazing. So you should probably. I feel like everyone needs to watch a lot more drag. That's just good advice.
Yeah, when you said Bob the drag queen, I'm like, is that a noun or a verb?
A noun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thinking British for a minute there.
Oh.
Bob's your drag queen. Bob's your uncle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we will see you all the following Thursday. Not this coming up one, but the following one. And we have another amazing guest. So again, thank you so much, and make sure to check downstairs right here, Bronwyn Watson, Detective Watson on Instagram. If that came out weird, my bad, my bad. I'm just rolling with the punches. And then before we wrap up as well, we want to also throw this out there. If I can get to it, because I'm slow, I'm real slow. Bam! Right there. Right there. Laugh Riot Girl Festival. All right, everybody. Let me
happening now.
Yeah, let me take this down really quick. Apologies. Right there, Laugh Riot Girl Festival, June 7th through the 14th. It's happening right now. Stand-up comedy, open mics, improv sketch, women in comedy, roundtables, musical comedy, free workshops. It's right there. Tao Comedy Studio. Let me get rid of this other damn thing. I apologize. Bam, there we go. Contact Bobby Oliver right there. And then we have laughriotgirl.com. All right, everybody. So make sure to check that out and support local comedy. Bam. And we'll see everybody again next time.
Bye. Love